Hello students, myself Rameshwari Holkar and I am Center Head at Excel IAS Academy in Hyderabad. In previous session, we have seen about the Ganga's origin and its confluence. In today's session, this will be our second session about the Ganga. We are going to learn about the left bank tributaries of the river Ganga. But before starting, how to understand the tributary is a right bank or left bank? A very simple trick I will share with you. For example, there is a mouth of river. That means where river actually discharges water in the ocean body. So if you stand like this in front of the ocean or the mouth of the river, whatever the right side rivers are coming and merging with the main stream river, we call it as right bank tributaries and the left bank tributaries. I hope the concept is clear. So today we are going to see and learn about these left bank tributaries of the river Ganga. So there are basically 5 left bank tributaries are there. First is the Ganga, Ramaganga, second is Gomati, third is Ghagar which is also called as a Ghaggar, then there is a Gomati and fifth is a Kosi. Remember, out of these 5 rivers, 3 are the trans-boundary river. That means they are originating out of the Indian territory. So we will see the first river, that is the Ramaganga river, but before that we will see on the map of India where this left bank tributaries lies. So now this is the map about the left bank tributaries of the river Ganga. There is Ramaganga, as I said. Second is there is a Gomati, then there is a Ghagra, Gandak, and there is a Kosi river. So these are the 5 left bank tributaries. We will learn in the first slide about the Ramaganga river. So basically Ramaganga river, as I said, it originates in India from the region of Uttarakhand's Garhwal region. So Ramaganga basically originates at the Dudha Toli hills from the Garhwal region, and this river then enters into Bhabar. Bhabar is basically the region at the basement of the Himalaya where you will find the pebbles and boulders where the river actually disappears, and it is very big stretch around 10 to 15 kilometers. So it enters into Bhabar and then it flows through Jim Corbett National Park. This is very important fact once you understand and study about the Ramaganga river. Then again it meets to the Ganga at nearby the Kannauj, which is very important name when you study the history. At the end, Bareilly city is situated on the bank of river Ramaganga. So this much of the information and facts one need to remember while you are preparing for the preliminary examination. So please remember this map where it actually originated and where it actually merged with the river Ganga. The second river that we are going to study about is the Gomati river. As I said, Gomati river originates in the region of Uttar Pradesh, western part of Uttar Pradesh from the region of Pilibhit. So Gomati basically originates from the Gomat Tal. Tal का मतलब होता है lake. Gomat Tal and formerly known as a Pulhar Jheel near Madhutanda in the Pilibhit region of Uttar Pradesh. The cities like Lucknow, Sultanpur and Jaunpur are located on the bank of river Gomati. Also remember that there is a huge river pollution. Because of the river pollution, this Gomati river is dying out. Again, the last fact important to remember is that Martandeya Mahadeva temple, basically it is located where the Gomati and Ganga meets to each other. Now, this is a map about the Gomati river. Please remember that in the Uttar Pradesh, in the region of Pilibhit, we have a Dudhwa National Park. This is also very important fact one need to remember. Moving further, the next river that we have is a Ghaggar river, or which is also called as a Ghaggar river or Ghagra river. So this is very important river, tributaries of the river Ganga. The fact is that this river is the largest tributary of the river Ganga by their volume. That means a tremendous amount of water it carries from the mighty Himalaya and it drains out to the main stream of the river Ganga. Also, the second important fact one need to remember that it is the second largest river by the length after the Yamuna. So these are the 2 important preliminary facts one need to remember when they actually study the river Ghaggar. So now this Ghaggar river is a perennial trans-boundary river which originate in the Tibetan Plateaus region of the China. Mapchang Chungpo is basically glacier in this region from where this river originates. Again, remember that this river has a different nomenclature. Throughout the India, we call it as a Ghaggar. But when we are there in the western part of Uttar Pradesh, in the region of Ayodhya, it is known as the Sharayu. right? And in the Nepal, where actually it flows, which is known as a Karnali. So Karnali, river Sharayu and river Ghaggar, all of them are the same rivers, but with a different nomenclature in the different part of this flow. Then remember that Karnali river basin lies between the mountain of Dhaulagiri in Nepal and Nanda Devi in Uttarakhand. The Sharda river also flows through a very important wildlife sanctuary, which is known as a Katarni Ghat Wildlife Sanctuary, and also nearby the Dudhwa National Park. This is about the river Ghaggar, very, very important because this is the largest with respect to its volume. Moving further, the fourth important Gangetic tributary or the left bank tributary of the river Ganga, and that is the river Gandak, which is also called as a Gandaki or the Narayani. Basically, this flows, it starts basically from the Nepal and it flows from the two important mighty mountain ranges. One is Dhaulagiri, other is the Annapurna. You can see these mountain ranges. There is a Dhaulagiri and Annapurna. From the region of Nepal, this Gandak river originates. Left side there is a Dhaulagiri, right side there is a Annapurna mountain ranges. And it joins the river Ganga in the region of Patna, which is the capital of Bihar. So this is about the Gandak river. Now we are going to study the last river, which is known as a Kosi, and as you are studying NCERT, you must be aware that the Kosi, which is known as the sorrow of Bihar, because it impacts its economy, especially rural economy in the region of Bihar. So let's learn about the river Kosi. So again, Kosi is also trans-boundary river which flows through the three countries, basically China, region of the Tibet, Nepal and India. This is also known as a Saptakoshi river because again the Kosi has a different confluence and which is made up with the 7 headwaters. That is the reason it is known as a Saptakoshi. Remember that this river water bodies, nearby this water body, these mighty mountain ranges are there, which is Mount Everest and Kanchenjunga, and other mountain ranges are also there, which is known as a sorrow of Bihar. Again, one of the important fact to remember for the preliminary examination is the golden mahseer, which is called basically is a species of fish. It is a critically endangered, and somewhere it is also endangered, but in India it is a critically endangered, and this golden mahseer finds in the region of Kosi. And recently, according to current affairs, in the southern part of India also, in the few part of the rivers, we have actually found this golden mahseer. So this is all information. What you have to revise that there are 5 left bank tributaries. One is Ramaganga, Gomati, then there is the Ghagra, Gandak and Kosi. Fact information that you have to remember that last 3 rivers, Ghaggar, Gandak and Kosi, all 3 are the trans-boundary river. Okay, and the first 2 rivers are basically originate in India, Ramaganga and Gomati. That is about the left bank tributaries of the Ganga. Stay tuned. Thank you so much.